Committee meeting workshop, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. I'd like to stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, have roll, please.
Chairman John Eric Hoover.
Here.
Vice Chairwoman Caroline Gonzalez. Let the record show that Vice Chairwoman Gonzalez is absent from today's meeting. Member Sal Carey.
Here.
Member Adam Thompson.
Here.
Member Julie Keenan.
Here.
Member Kim LeCarey.
Here.
Member Debbie Robinson. Let the record show that Member Robinson is absent from today's meeting. Member Janet Applefield.
Here.
And Member Cheryl Taylor.
Here.
Thank you. Okay, first up, comments from the general public. We have nobody in attendance, and so I'll move on to comments from the chair and committee members. I'll start to my right with Member Applefield. Do you have any comments?
Oh, nothing.
Member LeCarey?
Nothing.
Member Thompson?
Nothing.
Another Member LeCarey.
Yes, I'd like to discuss later on after this is the number of events that we're going to be doing. I've been giving it some thought, and especially with all the issues that we have with both hurricanes and what the city is working on. I'm asking the committee to consider reducing the number of events that we have planned.
Yeah, I think when we sit down here, we can kind of go through and maybe pull out the ones as we do that, we'll pull out the ones that we really want to keep, and whatever's left, we decide we want to keep it or toss it. Anything else? Member Keenan?
I copy what he said.
Okay. Member Taylor?
Good to see everybody healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I don't have anything else. So, moving right along to our agenda is our discussion workshop on timeline for Centennial celebration events. So we've got all the events on Post-its over here. We've got the table down here. So what we'll do is we'll go down here at the table. We've got a couple calendars, and we've got a printout of what Cheryl submitted in the agenda packet, kind of a layout. So maybe first thing we'll get down here, we'll kind of go through the events and pull out the ones that we really, really, really want to do, and we'll kind of lay those out on the calendar. We can use the what Cheryl submitted kind of as a start, and as we kind of get that, we can move stuff around as we see fit. Does that sound good? So
You guys are more than welcome to take these chairs down or use those however you want to do it. I got two calendars. If you want, I thought maybe because it's February through May, you could do a calendar quadrant, however you guys want to do it. If you need anything in the meantime, when you guys are working, just let me know.
you want to leave these mics on or off?
Yes, leave the mics on. I'm going to put one over here as well.
Hey, you think about that fireworks? We all No, well, there's debate about the money to go.
I will pull those.
Is she coming? Yeah. Do we pay you? Okay. Got you. Okay.
She Dorman's out.
It's on his board.
That's at home because Ashley just put it back up there.
Oh, really?
It just fell out of the room. It's like musical chairs. And jump on it.
Okay.
I printed some extras. I know there was a couple lacking, but everything that was added, there was a couple that were added. They're all on there.
Okay. So we start in what month?
February.
Put that one on March.
Oh, you're gonna alternate?
You gotta keep both of them.
Okay.
And let's see, what's the first day?
Seven.
Okay, so that's okay, so what,
I'd like to make a consideration of combining Meet Your Local Government, Capsule Opening, and Museum Day. That's one event.
Museum Day?
Yes. That way, I think those two things can be done, either here at City Hall or somewhere else, all at the same time.
Actually, would it, I don't know if we can, that's that mic, maybe it here, I think, or-
I can lay it on the table in the middle.
Put this on there if you want.
Put it on the end.
I should turn it off first.
You want to see if we can put it,
You can put it,
move the table just a little bit?
watch the,
That's okay, I'll grab it.
New kids in Columbus. I got it.
get a mic right there.
They have a orange.
How's our kid? And Cheryl can.
I told you I'd jump around while she's under there.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
You should see these things.
I'm telling you
Going back on
that fishing thing fell again. That's a sign.
I picked him up 4 times before the
And I
meeting
just
even
picked it up,
started.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
That feels,
Okay.
feels good.
I put it in standby and taped it on there. That way it doesn't get all that. There you go.
Perfect. Okay. Any other, you guys think we should combine?
I've got a blank one too in case you guys need to check them, not notes or anything.
Actually, why don't you put that right next to this and we'll. make this,
Yeah.
Well, you can write it in on the calendar.
Well, but we can combine whatever, then we'll move the calendar and kind of jostle it.
So under Meet Your Local Government, they also had community resources and volunteer organizations, and also the dunk tank. Do we want to do that as part of that? Or just kind of have it be almost like an open house for the city hall? I think that would be, I think that would be the best.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna do a dunk tank type of situation, we'd probably do best on outside anyway. Those 3 items can only be done like within City Hall.
Right, exactly.
And set up all the museum items that we have here. Obviously, the capsule opening and install of the new one is right out front here. And then, of course, Meet Your Local Government would be our council members and anyone else just mingling around here at City Hall. So
Yeah,
the dunk tank, if we were gonna initiate, probably would be during one of our outside
correct.
items, so we
I'm
can
just
move that.
reading what it says on.
Right.
So we didn't have those on here, I guess, did we?
So committees, community resources, volunteer organizations, so we could do all that under
Yep.
Meet Your Local Government. And then the dunk tank will be at a different time. Museum Day nostalgic event with artifacts of Fort Ritchie, time capsule opening and closing for the next 100 years. Do we have stuff ready to put in the next time capsule that we're gonna close?
No,
Or are
that
we gonna
starts
close
with-
it at the end?
That starts with the Centennial Day celebration. We make all those announcements and get the time capsule introduced to the community. So that's part of the opening day.
So the opening day is just opening the prior time capsule.
No, the opening day, where to go?
Just as time capsule preparation.
No, I'm talking about the
capsule?
No, there's a,
Well, we need to add something we can.
Yeah, those aren't gonna stick.
Let me go get some tape.
There's tape over here.
Or you can use the little stickers. if you
There you
want.
go.
So.
And I got little circle stickers too.
Which
Sam,
number are you looking at?
There's little circle stickers too.
I was going off of memory, so,
Okay.
the Centennial kickoff event is where we introduced the time capsule.
This one.
well, that's the
That's a
parade.
parade.
That's the parade,
Oh, it
yeah.
says we kick off. Okay.
But I think this wasn't, let me get back to my list that I had. This was the here. Kickoff ceremony, time capsule preparation.
Right, so
I think
that's
that's
the,
what we're making all that.
right, that's what we're doing over there.
That's the capsule opening.
Right.
Right, we're gonna open the old one
Okay.
and then
Here, guys.
somewhere near the end,
And
we'll,
at the end, we're gonna do another capsule.
we're
I would
gonna,
assume
we're
that
gonna
same
close
day we
another.
probably-
Same day, we'll
Yeah.
open new.
Open a new one, have everything exposed, and then put everything back into it.
So
I mean,
we-
we can decide what, if we're gonna do something before, or like start, let people know that we're going to be doing the capsule opening on a certain day, and then start gathering items and decide how many.
So you want to do a promotional campaign before that?
Might as well,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you want to do the opening and closing of the capsule on the same
day.
On the
Yeah.
same day.
Okay.
Only because it's that, if we're gonna be digging and exhuming it outside, might as well just
Okay.
put it right back in the
So we
ground.
need to know.
Okay, so this is gonna be a promotional.
So we need to know what we're putting in the capsule.
Which we could run a promotion for that and get ideas and, and ideas for that, what we're gonna put back in.
That's
I
more of
mean,
an online event.
Yeah, like an online, like getting ideas.
Before we do
Uh-huh.
that, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to make a note that we need to do that.
Because that necessarily doesn't have to be our first day, like in
Yeah, I don't
February.
think that's not
That
gonna
can
work
be
the
sometime later
Yeah,
on.
these are just a group of things
Yeah, that's
together.
just
Yeah.
I think we just do those three things on a day, but that doesn't have to be the first thing we do.
Yeah,
So-
maybe do that like in March.
Oh, I thought that was the.
No, this,
No.
we're just
Well, those are just,
groupings.
that's what we're keeping.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, so let's
combining those
just
three.
focus, don't worry on the
Oh,
time
we're
frame
not
now.
worrying of debt, okay,
Kind of
so we're not worried about
consolidate.
dates, okay.
Go ahead and move
gotcha.
the mayor's ball over. I know we want that one.
Recording in progress.
Oh, and then we'll worry about where it's gonna
Yes.
go.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Business Expo we have to have.
Yep, business expo. And you can certainly combine the taste of Porkachee with, there was a, which is top.
This is concentration. Do you remember that game?
There was a,
The chili thing at the bottom,
no, mm-mm.
you don't think those two
We
can
have-
be combined
No,
up?
that,
Think it'd be
that
different?
should be like an outdoor event
Yeah.
of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that needs to be like the Children's Day event, or the car show, or the field day, probably the field day would
With
go with
chili
the chili
barbecue?
cook-off, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause everybody will be there and everybody can taste it and whatever.
Yeah, so for
Field
those
day.
that aren't athletics, that'd be a great thing for them. to
Yep.
do.
And when you can combine that with a 5K race, that doesn't take a whole lot of time, it can be a part of the field
Yeah.
days. And even the regatta, if we're at the waterfront park there.
Well, the only thing, you get a lot of
Too
people,
many
too many
things.
things.
No, I know, I'm just saying, if we're
Yeah,
trying to.
No.
I agree, the 5K race, it'll be early in the morning,
Right.
at 7.
Yep.
And then into the field day, and then again, the people that wanna do the chili cook-off and barbecue.
Which basically that you'll have the people running while the other people are making their chili, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Right, yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
so, you can up the tape.
Over here.
And,
Okay.
and
That's why
then there's
they
some,
promote you.
then there's something for everybody.
So while those people are running, you got people cooking chili, and then you can also do the mud, you can do the mud strut.
And are you gonna
At the
have them
park as well.
pre-cook it, or are you gonna have
So-
them cook it there?
It's a competition day.
Combine the mud strut with it?
Should we combine the mud strut with that field
Yes.
day?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then,
Or the
then
children's
A
event.
children's event.
Well, that's the Easter egg hunt.
We weren't gonna
Why
do the
the
Easter egg
Easter egg?
hunt because there was another group.
Oh, that's
that
right, that's right,
specialized in-
okay.
Yeah.
I just, it's written on there.
Oh, so we can
What
cross
is-
that off.
Stay at the
So-
bottom of that.
Rock and Run, do that.
Oh, the rock, oh, gotcha.
So you
So, yeah, you could combine.
the mud strut, right? You want the children's event there too?
If you, no, I
No,
would
mud-
do the mud strut with the children's event
Yeah,
and keep all that separate, because then you're gonna have dogs running around while people are trying to do field events.
Okay.
Johnny Cash concerts on its own.
And did you have any certain ones you think about?
Well, we had one that was supposed to be like you know how you go around and you drink beer from a bunch of places or wine or.
Wine stroll or whatever?
Yeah, but I was saying combine that with a taste of Port Richey.
You're right.
Yes,
So
I think those.
just, yeah, that was, but it's not up there, so that can just be part of Taste of Port Richey.
So Taster Port Richie, the pub crawl, and the wine stroll, all are basically the same thing, which I agree with wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Now, would the Taste of Port Richey go with the Business Expo?
No,
No. Okay, that's something.
Business Expo is more indoors.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Expo
gotcha.
type
so
style.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven events. That would be 7 separate days.
I think you can
What do you
mix
have
the
on here?
historical tour, because we'll carry that over with Museum Day, maybe highlight those properties that way.
That's, yeah, definitely. That can be like kind of near the end, you meet,
Trying to go
and
through.
then you
Maybe
go out
we
the
could
tour.
even provide a historical map for people to.
While they're at the museum stuff,
Exactly.
yep.
Can we combine the Centennial Festival at the bottom with the Centennial Day celebration?
Are these, actually generic Post-its?
Listen, I'm not in charge of buying Post-it. It's not my fault.
They are generic.
I beg to differ for the record. I'm going to say this to the camera. The clerk did tell me we had plenty of Post-its. I don't want to use the same word that she used earlier, but there was a lot of them.
It doesn't say.
But she didn't say if they were functioning
Not
correctly.
These are sticky notes.
Ah.
That's the problem.
Ah,
They're not
They're
real
not
true
3M.
Post-it.
is it even spelled correctly?
Yellow ones are,
Sticky with an IE.
the yellow might be a little bit better.
So,
what was-
Fishing tournament, I think, can stand by itself, because that'll be a couple hours. Trying to go through the list
What
here.
about the regatta with the fishing tournament?
Yeah, now that would,
No, let it stand by itself.
Think?
Yeah.
I mean, you could
Well,
probably,
it's both water.
Yeah, and
because the fishing tournament, you know, they send them out and then they go out and they do their fishing when they come back.
Yeah, we can
Right.
do
You
the
actually send
regatta
them
at
out,
that
do the
point.
regatta, kind of
it keeps it on the waterway.
best of it.
Right,
And it's two different kinds of recreational vehicles.
right.
I would say to have it on separate days, so you have more events and have more people coming back to the water as
I think we're trying to get less events.
well, I think we're trying to get less
Less
events
events?
because
Less, many less events.
of a lot we have going on right now, and I'm hoping that we can even make this February deadline. I'm not, like I said,
We might have to move it into March.
I don't mean to be the pessimist of the committee,
You're
but
being a realist.
I'm
No.
being a realist.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
kind of
given the
explaining
circumstances, we,
Our
Yeah.
circumstances and what's going on.
Gotcha,
So,
okay, understandable.
Um,
I think that the tour, the idea of the map and let people go on their own is the best thing, and just
Yeah,
eliminate that
yeah, so
altogether.
put that up.
Like, eliminate it as an event, like, but give them a
And
map and
plus
then let
it's
them
something
I think
go.
at the
historical
museum
that they can
night.
keep.
Right.
Right.
And that's something, that map
yeah,
also
if
can
we
go.
could, if we could put something together for this, that just is good through the whole,
Uh-huh.
Right.
Right,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
think at the museum night, we hand out the map for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that can go with the.
Museum night.
Yeah.
And then we're just handing out a map on that.
and that's something that could
Or
go-
maybe certain days, because these will be homes that might be lived in, so that they would be
Or
open on
damaged.
certain days.
Well, they can, we can.
Or damaged, yeah.
We could also, make it,
what we say with this?
announce
Did they
those
get-
openings
did they
on
get
that
water
map,
in the
yeah.
Johnny Cash house? Is it, did they get water there?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Not many people did, actually.
Where is that house? Sunset. Oh, good.
So-
I didn't even know that he lived here.
So we don't think that the Centennial Day and the Centennial Festival should be the same, could be combined as well?
Centennial Day and the Centennial Festival.
That's that
Yes,
graph
they
in there.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, most
Day,
definitely.
who's that?
Over there, back on.
Oh,
All right, so what do those entail?
Centennial Day celebration will be an outdoor activity day. It can kind of go with the children's and the mutt strut at the same time, too.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
What-
If
what-
I'm right, the Centennial Day is where we're planning on doing the fireworks and that's the
Okay.
big day. Is that
All
the
right.
final day?
Is that the final?
Is that the actual anniversary day? Is that the Centennial Day? Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
I think that's,
Let's see.
So then we just make that a firework,
so
It's the
that's,
Sunday.
but we could do like the kickoff, oh no, that's the kickoff, never
Yeah.
mind. We could do like the golf cart parade before that and then have
Yes.
the fireworks.
yeah, and then,
But Yeah, I don't
You
know.
probably should have like a series of events boiling up to that day.
Right.
I mean, because, normally when we do Boom on the Bayou, it's only 3 hours long.
Yes.
And it's basically, you just have people coming, there's a few vendors there.
Yeah, we were there.
Yeah, so, and then the fireworks, and that's it.
Mhm.
But for Centennial Day, I would assume that we would probably do a couple of things
Before.
throughout that day, and then have that. So I think that
So-
that would, go ahead.
The children's in the mud strut on that day? Because
Yeah,
that kind of gets it out of the way.
I would see why not. I would
So
see why not.
Centennial Day, Children's Day, and mud strut all on the same day.
What day is,
That is into May.
what is Light of the World doing that? Easter, when do they do that?
I don't know.
Just so
what-
long as we're
No,
not
but
on the
doing a
same day.
rock hunt thing instead, so.
But that would be in April. But,
We can make it whatever we decide to.
Right.
well, the Centennial celebration would be the final day, right? On the actual 100?
Yeah, that's,
Yes.
so that's whatever this is, kind of be locked into that last day.
We just gotta, when it comes to, I mean, obviously weather will always be a factor, and, May is usually we'd have to make sure we do like the mud strut and the children's event more towards the morning. That way it's not too hot for everyone to do that, and then, then we'll do the other thing early in the evening, and that'll give us time to set up for one,
Exactly.
break down,
And
and
the
then
other.
set up then for the other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So we've got this, the craft vendor fair
that's a lot of movement. So,
by itself.
Well, why is that not with the community yard sale?
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's
That's
gonna be a lot of?
that's gonna send people in two opposite directions.
What do you mean?
Well, you're gonna have the vendor fair down at the waterfront, and you're trying to encourage everybody to go to the houses where the yard sale
Oh, I
is.
thought they were just gonna set up
Or
there.
do you want to make it like a yard sale and vendor fair at the same? Okay. put
Yeah,
them
just
together.
all on the same
You
property.
could do
Yeah.
like a,
I'll do it like I do the
a
flea
jump and
fest.
trunk.
Yep,
Because just going around to everyone's house, like everyone, they do that all
Okay.
the time.
Yeah, that's
And-
nothing special.
And this
Yeah.
way you have,
I'll do it like the flea
you have a
fest.
bunch of clients right there, so it
Yeah.
might be easier to
Yep.
sell stuff.
So should we call it flea market or we should instead of community?
A craft and,
I can make it
like
the
a
flea
craft
fest
and, or
and
make it a craft and flea fest or something like that, yeah.
Or just how about a community fair?
if I brand
It's more of a
it as
selling,
as a fair,
it's a
yeah.
selling, yeah.
If I brand it as the Flea Fest, I'll end
How
up
does that
getting
work
all that
though, with
attention
them selling
that we
stuff at the
carry with the
park?
Flea Fest.
Yeah, but you have to put craft in
We
there
have to,
too.
we just
Yeah.
have to record it,
Well,
as long as we record it.
So you have to go to each individual homeowner and ask them what their sales were?
Yeah. I mean, it'll have to be
Because of the
some cooperation.
restrictions with the park.
It'll have
Yeah.
to, it'll be
I get-
cooperation on that part, but as long as, we can.
Well, if they
There's
buy a
couple-
table, they
Yeah.
sign something saying they have to tell us what their sales
Right.
are.
I handle it all through a jot form. They'll do a registration and then they'll have to add that in at the end. It's real easy.
And really, given the circumstances, there might not be a whole lot of stuff to sell.
Mm-hmm.
It's some of the stuff that you kind of got rid of to sell, unfortunately.
Now, do you still want, which is
Take
not
them all
on here,
apart.
is the mayor's ball?
You got that over here.
Oh, okay.
Golf scramble, I mean,
I'm gonna say yes to that.
those kind of take care of themselves, really. It's not,
Does Port Richey
And the-
have a golf
and the
course?
ball.
I was
No,
just gonna
but-
say that.
we've
yeah.
got,
We would have to do that offsite.
yeah, let's find a place to do it.
And the bowling takes care of itself.
Bowling
But
takes
does
care of
that,
itself.
does that scream Port Richey though? That's,
Because there's no real
Well-
golf
There's no
course
real
here.
golf course here, right,
No
exactly.
bowling alley technically.
Right.
Well,
We would have to do both offsite, which, that's why
that's what I'm
What
saying, I mean,
happened to-
I would just put
to
those in the
Langgrove?
if pile,
Well, they're still not in the city.
or maybe
They're not
pile.
in the city.
the one right here?
They're good revenue generators, is
Wow.
the thing.
this is the line.
True.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the most eastern line is the city hall.
Okay, interesting. I didn't know
I mean, Langlow is very close to city line.
Yeah.
So last week,
Yes, right.
To have it
Publix,
there.
yeah.
for that.
There's so many people that, especially in the bowling, that enjoy it, and then you have all of the kids with, special needs that do the bowling.
Although that one's not very,
If I was to pick out of
ADA.
the two, I would pick the bowling tournament only because everyone can do it, like you
Yep.
just said. Everyone can do it, not everyone can golf.
I can with help.
Yeah, they have all the,
Mhm.
well, we'll make sure it's there,
Okay.
okay?
And we had bowling in Port Richey days also.
I think the car show and food truck night would also take care of itself.
Yes.
That would.
What's that?
Car show and food night.
And hopefully we can probably talk to Walmart about hosting it there.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
I think that would be a perfect spot to do that.
So could the golf cart parade kick off that car show?
Yes.
You know, we could do car show, food truck night, and the Port Richey Got Talent.
I can get the stage for Port Richey Got Talent out
That
there.
would be something that, you'd have
Yeah.
cars there, and then in the evening have the Got Talent or something.
The one that they just had at the mall, the car show, they had a stage set up and they were doing stuff
Yeah.
similar
And
to
food
that.
trucks would take care of the food for the.
Yeah, and they had food trucks there and they had a stage with people doing announcements, playing music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
The
great.
covered stage is
Yeah.
really easy to get,
Yeah.
especially this far out. And the golf cart parade can lead up to the car show. I mean, everybody likes to show off their golf carts too.
We can, and you could do prizes for golf cart,
Uh-huh.
for best looking golf
So
cart.
you could do that
Especially in
stuff.
Port Richey is what we're trying to do now with all the work we're trying to do with golf carts and everything, so.
Because you could do some of that later in the afternoon and then do the talent as like an evening event.
Yes. It's an all-day event. You start off with the golf cart parade.
Well, we
Yeah.
definitely want the kickoff parade. We want to keep that.
So this, on this list, there's still a bed race with the field day, so
That's-
maybe.
That's
all in
part
field
of the
days,
field
part of
day.
field
Part
days,
of one
yeah.
of the events.
And hopefully
This
the
list
tug of
really
war.
broke everything.
And, okay.
Yeah, this list really broke everything down, but. we
Yeah,
can-
no, this is good.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do the dunk tank at the field days. That would be,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
The community brunch.
sorry, you're not getting out of that one.
Yeah. The community brunch, I can't leave that off because we've got the chili and the barbecue and all that kind of stuff.
Leave that off, you said?
Leave it off.
That one would be more costly.
Yes.
I think the tour to Fort Ritchie too would probably be costly because you're gonna need police out there
Yeah.
and fire and.
And
Yeah.
blocking roads off and, yeah.
And we already have the 5K, we already have the
Tour.
the golf scramble.
The golf scramble's iffy.
I mean,
I would say no.
It
So
does
say,
bring in
I
funds.
actually like that one. It's again, it's a big revenue generator.
Right.
It's something I would want to participate in. And I know we get a lot of people that would
Mm-hmm.
want to participate in that.
It is big.
Where's the
And
closest?
it's also self-contained as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask Ryan. He actually puts one on every year, so he's familiar with putting one on.
Because the golf course has its own insurance.
Magnolia, is that the closest one?
No, we have River Ridge closed. There's a couple of
I just
Hudson
had a
52.
meeting with River
Right.
about the one at the estate built a little far.
Yeah, they closed it off.
So it's not,
There's some,
Magnolia was
I
closest.
just finished a meeting. There's some development there.
Oh, they might have that opening. That's a short course too. It's,
Not first, that might,
yeah. I mean, there's places that, and they love to, they host them. It's like I said, it's
Well,
big.
yeah, you've got ones that are still relatively close.
and Timber Pines.
Timber Pines is
Yeah,
about
it's
to
right
say.
there if that doesn't work.
Seven Springs,
About the estates.
the estates.
Mhm.
So there's several very within a 5 mile.
We saw you put that
6
over
mile
there.
radius.
This, yeah. I'm hard on it.
Snuck it in the bottom.
I only want one.
I don't understand that one and how to pull it
So
off.
I had brought they used to do a Cirque du Soleil thing in the mall parking lot. And it's a company that comes in, again.
Yes, it is.
Revenue generator, don't have to really do anything, we'd have to reach out and see if there's anybody willing to do that. I don't know if that company still does them around the area.
I met him, I have his contact, I can reach out.
Yeah,
Um,
the only thing that you sell the tickets, we get a portion of it, they put it on, they make money, we make money, and it's really, other than.
That we could couple with the children's event. No, we
Yes.
can't. No, because it's a big top, they can't get it down that fast.
I think we should consider it on the if pile, and if, not dismiss it completely, but I would say the if pile only because.
Yeah, we need to talk to somebody
We
about
need to
it.
talk to somebody, see if we can actually make it happen.
Okay, so you really want a circus with the clowns and all that kind of stuff?
Well, no, I was just thinking that, it's a tent,
Yeah.
and they get in there, they do their show, this spinning
What I
things.
had in my mind was completely different than that, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah.
got a motorcycle thing that they ride around in a circle, they do a couple different
I
things.
have all the, I have
No
all the contacts
animals.
for that.
think it's just
You're not allowed to have animals anymore.
trapeze and
Yep.
different stuff.
Okay,
I said they used to do it
we'll leave it on it.
in the mall parking lot. Like I said, I know I've seen them travel around, different ones in the area. So it's a matter of just reaching out to some of those folks who do that and see if they're willing to do some kind of joint
Revenue share.
partnership with it.
Yep,
That's 13 events.
okay.
I think 13 is a much, much reasonable number than 25.
Yes.
Well, we have 13 events, however, we have several things going on within those 13 events.
Yes.
So-
Right,
exactly.
But we have 13
Yeah, but
days.
13 days.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's 13 events where we have to have,
So let's maybe start to work backwards from the end, because that's easy to fill that part in. So it was March, what's the
no, it's
last?
May.
May.
May
18th.
But this one I think will.
Okay. So May. The mayor's ball was gonna be that Friday, I think, right?
Right.
Which is May, what day? And then 17th was a Centennial Day, right?
Parade.
Up, middle, right here.
No, that says kickoff.
That's kickoff the week of, right? So that would be,
That goes in.
That goes on that, like, Saturday the 10th, I think.
But that says parade on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Centennial Week kickoff parade.
The week kickoff, yeah,
Oh.
so like the 10th.
So the Saturday 10th?
Okay.
That's
So we're doing a parade, okay.
Yeah,
Saturday
to
before.
kick off the week.
Okay.
And then the fireworks
Yep.
would be that next Saturday. Or no, the 8th.
Sunday.
Yep,
Sunday the
right there.
18th.
Those three right there, yep.
That's on the 18th?
So all that's on the
Is that the fireworks? Wait, wait, wait.
17th.
Is
Yeah.
that the fireworks? Then that goes on the 18th, the actual day of the.
Oh, is it
Centennial.
Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes more sense to do it on Saturday.
Well-
That's the only thing.
So do the.
Well, I wonder if we
children's
do that on the
Centennial
Saturday.
And just leave the Centennial Day for that.
Do the kids stuff on Saturday and do the fireworks on,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know.
Now, what's actually involved with that other than fireworks? Say celebration, what are we actually doing?
I would assume if that's gonna be.
Perhaps food trucks at the park.
The food trucks, and the actual just.
Could you combine that with a Johnny Cash concert and have a Johnny Cash concert before the
Do that.
fireworks?
Before the fireworks?
With the late afternoon? something?
Or, I don't know what y'all were planning, was that a paid
Well,
event?
fireworks wouldn't go to about, what, 9, I guess, during that time of year?
May, yeah, I would say between,
About 8:30.
about
So you
8:30.
could do like a concert starting at 6 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Up.
top.
Yeah, because otherwise it was like, what's
Yeah.
the celebration?
No, that's actually good, I think.
Okay.
Is that all we had in mind for that week?
That gives us a good lead time at the beginning of May to get all this done. So I'd leave May alone at that point.
Where is the Mother's Day?
We'll probably have
We're not doing
to
it.
do something on Saturday,
Oh, that's right, that's right.
don't you think?
But when is Mother's Day?
Those days,
The
11.
11th.
You're not gonna get a lot
Okay.
of feedback for that.
No, I was just making sure we're not,
On Mother's Day.
right.
And even if we wanted to do it,
What if we do
everyone takes their moms to different places.
the fishing tournament?
Let's see, we've got, how many Saturdays do we got? So we
I thought
got,
we had 15 weekends.
Oh, there's more than enough.
so it's 4, 5.
Why are we alternating
6,
calendars?
7, 8, 9, 10.
Because then we can see all, more at one time.
And then we start on this, so 14 Saturdays left. Do we want to try to do every other Saturday, give maybe a week in between? Probably.
I think that'll help us.
So that would
break it up.
clear May. We just would have all that happening there.
Let's take a look at April then.
Are any of these events meant to be on a weekday?
The Business Expo.
Is that the only one? Do we want to throw that in Centennial Week to kind of keep the,
You want that
Fire
probably
burning?
early because that's going to generate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that generates
Sponsorships.
sponsorships.
Yeah, so let's
that's true.
let's come back to that if we need to.
Okay.
That's pretty good. So that skips that week.
Yeah.
And I got April, so then we're on the 26th.
If you could go up here for the car show, because the first of the month is when your older community is going to be more fluent financially for the car show, food truck rally and all that.
And then your
It's more comfortable for
your
them.
chamber event will be on the 6th too, right? Sunday.
I can always move it around.
Well, no, I think we still have that.
Yeah. But that's in Walmart, that doesn't affect that.
And that's on the 5th.
And I would do,
Just making sure we're staying away from Easter.
the water stuff.
on Sunday.
You're right, yeah. Is that-
The water stuff at the end when it's a little bit warmer.
So if we skip and do 19.
I think we skip 12th and 19th and go to the 26th.
Yeah.
Because you got Easter and Passover and all
Yeah,
that,
Good
yeah.
Friday and,
So-
yeah.
Skip over Easter.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause Easter egg kind of be going on there.
Don't we have to coordinate with the field day with Newport Richie?
Yes.
Are they gonna?
When are they wanting to do that?
Well,
I
we'll
would- I
have
would
to
say we
adjust
set
if
the
we
date
need
and
to.
just
Yeah,
let them
then
know
I'll
it's
ask
planned.
them.
I mean, I ain't
Yeah.
got anything going on that far.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the
26th.
April 26th would be great for that. It's
Yeah.
warm enough, but
Yeah.
not, and it's not
It's not too
cold,
warm.
right? Still not too warm.
How'd you get rid of that?
Look, I don't have a creative moment.
Actually,
Stuff created, it's organization.
I kind of agree with her with doing,
I would do,
with doing the
I would do the water
doing the
things.
water stuff on the 26th.
Yeah, not-
And maybe moving our field day to March. March will be a
Correct.
much cooler
Yeah.
month. March will be a
Okay.
much
But
cooler
still
month.
warm.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
water on the 26th?
Yeah,
Right.
water,
Yeah,
anything
water on the
water
26th.
related on the 26th. So your fishing tournament and regatta on the 26th.
26th.
So
Okay.
move March to the 22nd.
Or the 8th,
The 8th. Put those on the 8th.
before everybody decides they're going to drink on the 17th.
Okay, we're gonna come back. We're doing the
Water
fishing stuff.
fishing, right, on the 26th while it's warm enough.
You know, one thing.
Is March warm enough?
When's
Oh, we gotta
when's
check
snook in
tides.
season?
With what?
Snook are in season. 'Cause, let me see.
Well, you gotta check tides too.
Well, that's not as if you put
Well,
it.
tides will be going on.
Oh, yeah,
regardless
it
on
matters
the-
where we are. We can't even get out. Those tides are decent.
Okay. West Coast is March 1st through April 30th.
Okay, so you're on the 26th.
Yeah, and, okay, so we're good there.
Are you on March what, 26th?
Yeah, so
April
West Coast.
26th.
Oh, wait, that's West
A-
Coast.
April 26th.
Yeah, West Coast.
April 26th.
So that's still good.
And tides are perfect. Well, it depends on if they gotta get out early.
That
Would you
regatta,
start it early or
though,
not?
That's gonna.
Fishing, no, wait,
require
fishing,
TV and
get up,
fire,
get bait
right?
and all that, so what's?
It's
They're gonna
low
have to be
tide
out
at
on the boat
6
and
a.m.
walking.
You can see
Nobody
tides.
can get
Yeah,
out.
that's gonna be a,
See tides.
that's the
That's
next
something
thing.
we could
That's the next thing we'll have to
figure it
start.
out there.
We can't get out at all.
Hold on a minute.
What about Sunday, the 27th?
Yeah, no, it's only a little
That
different.
would be different. So-
But the,
For now,
What
we're
is it?
trying to just
April?
place what days they're on, and as far as practicality, to see if we can get them launched and
Right.
done. We'll have to depend on many different things, you know, so sponsorships, availability of, you know, police and fire, all those factors are gonna come into play as we start
what would be an
planning these.
alternate weekend?
I think right now we're just.
That's a boat, like if we use somebody from
About the
fishing
ninth,
charter,
would the 19th, is that
When we get
something?
there.
that doesn't require PD or fire or
Well, that is something
city
to consider.
personnel.
Chartering, using it, and that might raise more money, doing it that way, doing a whole charter boat as opposed to individual boats. not to
Well, so
worry
March
about-
26th, right? 25.
No, April 26th.
Oh,
I'm looking, so
March,
April
April.
19th would be better
April 26.
for boats.
Oh,
Well, depending on time frame, so you say April 26.
That's
So you've got low tide is at, I mean, normally we get about here, people get out, which is about 9 o'clock. And then you have it basically all day,
Are you talking about 26th?
April 26.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you're wanting to start late then.
that's not a bad idea though, do, like having 1 or 2 charter boats.
It's like if you want to start
Yeah, because
at,
you got,
you'd have to
you-
start about
What happened to
10.
that, wasn't there? a
Yeah.
charter
Because we'd
boat
have to
up
get
there
out at
one
9.
time?
Oh, they still do.
And that,
Oh,
we
so-
could
okay,
just
yeah.
barely maybe get out at
You
9
thinking of
o'clock.
Miss Virginia?
That's
Yeah.
only 1.5
exactly.
feet.
Yeah, my son went on
above.
that like 20 years ago.
Where we're pulling maybe
That
2
one,
feet of
I
water
don't-
at that point in our canal,
It's not there, but I think there's,
in the main channel
So-
getting out to
somewhere
the
else.
still other-
Cool, okay.
that they-
and then
I wrote on that.
if we went back to, what, the 12?
I mean, the one good thing is like the high tide where you get your best fishing is between 11 and like 2.
Right.
I think
Like
that's a
that.
better idea.
I mean, if we start it at 10 or 10:30,
Yeah, I mean, and then your good fishing will be there, and you'd end it, they have to be back by, maybe weigh in at 3.
3 or 4, yeah. The
What's
problem
your-
is then they can't get back.
What's your thought about the charter boats? I think that's a great idea.
For fishing?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. Fishing tournament could be from the bank for all, I mean, it's, everybody has the opportunity to do it however they want it.
Okay.
It's a really tight window, that's all. I mean, you'd have to get them back home. They'd have to kind of just take them back.
What would be an alternative date? If we go back 1 week to the 19th.
As far as getting good fishing
You're
in?
in the middle of Easter.
right,
No,
so
no, no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
April.
April 12th.
It's,
April 12th is really a similar scenario.
you know, that is the Easter weekend. Went to May 3rd. We're just,
Then you're out of snook season.
just get it dredged before then, how about that?
Yeah.
Please. Kids are illegal.
What was wrong with the 19th?
Easter weekend.
Easter.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we didn't want to keep like a week or so to prepare for each one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what
And
happened?
like I said, it's a term, right? So
May 3rd would be good. It's not the best
What
fishing
happens if you
time.
go all the
Well-
way up to the 5th, April 5th?
Plus, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. It's a tournament. It's kind of falling on them.
yeah,
You know, they'll know when to go out, where to go out, and, you know, what to do. You know, if they know what they're doing.
Oh, I know,
So-
but getting out is the problem.
Hey, don't worry, they'll get out.
They'll figure
you know,
out,
They'll
yeah.
figure it out.
Well,
That's their
and like I
job.
said,
That's their.
But
if
if
I was
the-
gonna get in it, basically, depending on what, I would pull my boat out and launch it at the, early at
If
the
you
ramp.
can, yes.
Or I would,
Most of us don't have trailers. We just go straight off our lift.
yeah,
But anyway, just giving the reality of
Is the
Westport.
5th a better day?
You want to pull it back to
I'm
March?
looking.
No, I'm saying, what about the 5th?
I mean, that one.
well, I mean, April 26th, now, if you're talking about getting out and coming back, I mean, you get out about 9, and you gotta be back by 3:30, 4. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Unless you're gonna have it at night, or early in the
No.
morning.
No.
No.
I mean, like early in the morning, yeah, when you were saying early, I'm thinking getting out at 7, so
Yeah.
that wouldn't work. But yeah, doing it like 10 or 10:30.
No, I think 26 is good. I mean,
Yes.
granted,
The fishing time is the best there, because you got a high tide, and that coming off
Yeah.
that high tide is gonna be perfect.
yeah, I think it's,
Okay.
All
and
right,
it's still a snook season, so,
all right, there you go. So,
I'm done being on the table.
So, we're going into March now.
All right.
I would think, how about on Sunday, the 6th, to do yeah, still, no, in April. Sunday the 6th to do the bowling tournament.
that same weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know about doing it on Sunday, because I get lots of pushback from people who want to do the church thing on
Yeah,
Sunday.
but there would be a Sunday afternoon, like
Yeah,
3, 4
Sunday
o'clock.
afternoon, yeah.
But that's the same weekend as another event, that might be stretching our.
What else do we have?
Car show, food truck.
Oh, I didn't know we had something else
Yeah.
then. No, never mind.
Well, we can come back to that, see, let's
Well,
see.
bowling would be
We've got-
good.
We've got plenty of months.
But
Yeah, we've got
bowling is better
May's
to do when
done,
it's cold.
April's potentially
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
Let's stick the golf scramble.
March, we got 22nd, Saturday.
And that, something outside, like the community yard sale or the golf scramble. Cause those
golfing better
are, we
Saturday
gotta
or
keep
Sunday,
it
so-
somewhat warm for those.
Why don't you do the community yard sale on my date in March, on the second, March 2nd?
Okay.
Is that, Cancer Crawl?
I have to find that out. I thought it was, yeah. Let me look into the cancer pro real quick.
I think it's on the second.
So the golf, so you could actually combine potentially a golf scramble and the taste of Port Richey stuff. Because the golf scramble happened early in the
And then
morning,
everybody
and
goes
then
out and,
and then you get done and
That sounds good.
in the evening.
Yep.
what month is that? March?
March.
Okay.
And maybe split the difference with the.
Station.
Where'd bowling go? Still there. Okay, I can see it.
We're gonna try to figure out where it fits
Maybe
best.
bowling on the 9th.
Or bowling in February,
Okay.
when it's just cold. Cause it's definitely an indoor. event.
February's we've got
Nothing.
2 weeks, let's see.
February.
Yeah, 2 Saturdays there. Following, so,
So-
we know the first one's this, right?
This.
But that's
That's
gonna be
all.
on Friday.
And that's all indoors, so that won't be too cold for anybody.
Right, exactly. So do you wanna do that on the 7th or 8th?
We can do that.
Or do you wanna?
We can kind of
Cause
split
it
that
has
between
to
the
have,
two. We can do-
cause that has to have a lot of pre-work.
7th is the first day, right?
Yes.
Yes, Friday.
So, yeah, we could
We'll do
do,
it, we'll split it between the 7th and 8th.
so we have the, let's see,
Just put
meet
the
your
whole
local
thing.
government,
Meet your local government and,
museum day on the 8th.
yep, museum and then
And the
tour
council-
thing is just, you're picking that up on the museum day.
and the council is on that Friday.
Yeah. We could open it on Friday and close it on Saturday.
And this is
Like
this-
if anybody,
That's.
oh, I want something, oh, you know, if anybody wants to add something.
I think this goes all the time, but museum, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
This
No
museum,
problem with that, Kate.
yeah,
The other
Pretty bad
thing
you
about
got
the
tape
capsule
sticking
is-
those.
Is we could tell, we could, even though you're doing it before, you could also get like last minute ideas.
not good for the commercial.
Friday, and then,
No.
add it on Saturday.
Right, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah, just do the closing on Saturday.
Right.
Your opening day, that's
Yep.
there.
All right, so we gotta get the community, the bowling should be February, probably the,
March 2nd is the cancer pro.
Okay, so I have to move my day no
maybe
matter what.
bowling on
March
the
2nd.
22nd or
So
23rd?
I'll move to the 9th.
We don't have it. Well,
Well, you know, the cancer crawl's in the, what time is that?
It's usually like mid-morning-ish, but then they,
I set up at
They
7.
go to like.
you know, they go to the
Hooters and-
bar and it kind of lasts a little while.
So,
But I would say it starts like mid-morning and then runs into early afternoon
Yeah.
at max.
I could still accommodate
You
that.
could probably still do that and have, they could
4 to
go.
5 hours total between registration and it happening and then finishing up.
I
Did you
think
say
the
that?
walk started at noon, but people were there earlier
Yeah.
Yours is
because they were
10 to-
shuttling people
I think
in
it'll work
from
perfectly to kick it all off.
Reach out to,
Carrie.
Carrie Kinsella
Okay.
and let her know you,
Send me that contract?
if you guys, if you wanna, if she rather have you
Yeah.
do it on a separate day, or if it work,
It's more awareness.
you have more people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they usually have the
And you gave
bus
it-
too, the mammogram bus comes too.
That would be
so-
awesome.
Yeah, make a bigger event.
It's about community across the board.
She might actually like that,
Yeah.
kinda have that together.
Doing what? I'm sorry.
Having the chamber thing has first Sundays,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah.
she was gonna move it, but maybe it'd be better to have it
If
this
she,
time.
if she doesn't want it, that's fine,
Yeah.
I'll move it
Yeah,
to the
talk to her, see
ninth,
what she
but,
thinks.
but that'll go on that day.
Where's that
What are you
happening?
adding on that day?
The community sale,
Well, you talking about combine that? 'Cause I
Yeah.
thought, let's see,
or do you
So
want that
where's that chamber event happening?
Waterfront Park.
Waterfront Park.
Oh, okay.
it was on the 6th of April,
I could do that as well,
and that's right after that.
that's tough.
Why don't we have the festival and the yard sale
Is it?
on that
It's
day
just a
then?
car show and stuff, right?
On
Yeah,
the
Yeah, that would
cancer
be
day?
better.
That's 20 miles of walking.
We have those combined.
That's
No,
what I'm
on the
saying.
cancer day.
On the cancer day.
The cancer call this last year, it started in June.
Yeah, but there was people because they had to
Before.
shuttle people in because you
Yeah.
couldn't park down there, so they were lining up at
Started
like 9.
earlier, yeah.
So you can still do that while the cancer crawl is happening.
Our stuff starts at 10 though. So it,
Right.
Right, we load in, and I've made arrangements for parking, so that actually expands the parking a little bit more.
well, I mean, you don't, I mean, if you get all the people down at the cancer walk, they're not gonna be,
No,
At
but they got
Waterfront
2 hours before that they are at Waterfront.
well, they all gather down
Yeah.
at the gate and they have a beer tent things going on.
But some people walk, I've seen that they
They
walk
do.
one way and then they
Mhm.
walk back the other.
Park there. I mean, it just depends. I mean, there may not be a lot of activity during certain timeframes. It's a short window.
Then leave it off, because I'm worried about.
Unless you
the-
can
the
extend it,
community.
make it later that day, go to 6 or something.
I could do that as well,
Then it would make more sense.
because I am doing it as a flea fest, so.
Because then you actually enhance the event because
Uh-huh.
you get, as opposed to competing against it.
Yeah. We can work with timeframes.
I mean, it would have to kind of start about the same time.
Set up and all that at the same time, but we can elongate it or.
Yeah, they get set up, they go from 10 to 6. It'll be a longer one,
Yeah.
right?
Just be an all day.
But also, not everybody's gonna be participating in the cancer walk,
Right.
so.
Yeah, no, and then
So,
people can't walk. They normally, when they come back or get out waterfront, they eat at the, of course, Guildhall's is closed now, so that whole
Right.
dynamic of that changes. So
Yeah.
maybe better to have something in Waterfront Park to,
Yes,
That's
I'll
supposed to
have
do.
food vendors,
right,
you know,
right.
Plus, we don't know, Hooters is down right now. We don't know
Hooters.
when they're gonna reopen.
Right.
We don't know when.
Is
Like
Pirate
the
Bar
Fire
back
Bar,
open?
no, they're not. I believe the only
Second.
What's open down there?
Whiskey Joe's is open.
catches.
And Catches. I think.
Rum River was closed. I don't know if they're still open or
and that
They're
might,
kind of attached to catches.
that might give them an opportunity, even if the restaurants aren't.
not. Yeah, no, I think that can enhance that event.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
actually talk to her,
I
make
will.
sure she's okay with it.
But on the restaurants that are closed, if they wanna open up tents or whatever
Yeah, that's a
to
great idea.
re-engage with the
That's a
community.
great idea.
They can cook right out of
Golf cart
tents.
Right.
Situation though, with that happening at the same time, it was really bad if we weren't in the golf cart
If
last
what?
year.
If what was?
Having this on the same time because of the parking situation over there.
Was there a lot of cars
Yeah,
parked in
because
the park?
we use Linda's golf cart, so, I mean, there was a ton of cars parked there.
Is there,
Well, you coordinate with Eric on his
Yes.
lot. He's
I've
okay
got,
with that?
I got Eric's lot, and if I have to coordinate with Catches and all that for parking.
Guild
during
Dog's
that-
old lot should still be available.
That's who.
Yeah.
Okay,
What about?
He's already allowing her to
Yeah.
use that for
Yeah.
the events.
gotcha.
What about the parking, where the trailer park used to be?
That's what
Across
they
the
were
street.
parking for the cancer crawl.
Right, but there's only so many limited spots that can park there, and they can overflow on the larger property from Eric.
Over by
And-
Coloquinas.
Yeah.
Let me talk to
we-
her.
We could talk to them too.
Yeah, let me talk to her and see what.
I don't know that you're gonna, having this and that is gonna generate double the people either. I think the
Right,
same
no.
people are gonna be participating in
Right.
both. It just makes it convenient. It's all there,
I
right
mean,
down.
you might get 15-20% more.
Yeah, it's not, I don't think it's gonna be that much of an
And
impact.
people come and
And
go.
people come and go on that
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
just
stuff.
gonna say that, yes.
Plus they're not,
And even the cancer crawl, some people just walk it and they're
If
gone.
we- Yeah.
So I think it probably would enhance the event.
given the recent situation too, I don't know how much stuff people are actually gonna have.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the craft vendors will.
The craft
will
vendors
also-
will.
Craft as well,
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
sure,
saying, so.
absolutely.
Yeah, how about the bowling on the 22nd or 23rd?
February?
Yep. Gives you a couple weeks in between the opening and that's a easier one to put together.
Don't have anything that week.
Yeah.
So we're the 7th, 8th, and then we got 22nd, 3rd. That's all there.
You know, you could do it that Sunday afternoon at like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
You can do the Business Expo on that Saturday, blowing term on Sunday?
because that's gonna be
No,
at
I thought
Bash,
you wanted
right?
that
Early, that's,
Alright.
No.
She
I
said
want
she wants that
during
during the week at
Wednesday.
some point.
during the week.
On Wednesday?
oh,
Alright,
Yeah.
so when
So
would
the
that be?
The first Wednesday.
Uh,
12th?
right after opening?
Yeah, on the 12th.
Or the 19th?
19.
Give us a little time in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, business-wise, the hardest time to let people go is the first 2 weeks of the month, typically in most businesses.
Is City Hall closed for Thursday?
No,
Is that one of your holidays?
technically right now, no.
Combining that with the cancer call, Mike Lee has sometimes get 5,000 people at them. I need to work with that, but I'll work with that.
It's gonna be more like a
You
craft
can always roll it to the next weekend, the
We'll
9th.
work, we'll see how she feels about it.
Yeah.
What
I think
works
given the
for
situation down there waterfront, that event's gonna be totally different now.
Okay.
I mean, because the Guild Dog's not being there, some of that stuff, Seaside may not be open. I don't, are they even open before the flood? I think they closed before the flood, didn't they?
No, they were open, but they're closed now.
Yeah.
He was trying to sell it, but I don't think it's sold yet. He was selling
That stuff
businesses.
all in
Didn't they
flux.
just open
Okay.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
changed
wow.
hand like 3 times.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I think there's some flexibility there.
Okay.
I think that's the general time frame. We can always change that date.
Give me a piece of tape there.
Not to throw a firestorm into all of this, but is anything going to be happening with the development of that area before that time?
I would say no. It's a long way off. I mean, the meeting's the 22nd. Would be the first reading. If that gets approved, then it would go to the state. The state has 60 days to respond back. Then there's a second reading. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Then we still have to get into site plan.
And then site plans, that's a
Okay,
whole.
Yeah,
I just wanna, just
Before
trying
they
to
break
think ahead.
ground, a year from now.
Okay.
A year from today.
Okay.
I hope it's
talking
not
break-
just gonna be
You're
condos.
talking breaking ground.
And that's
So-
even if it gets all approved,
Right.
anyway.
So,
But, okay.
there's within a year, and hopefully maybe
That's
it's
a
sooner,
solid
but
plan.
it's nowhere near
That's a
this.
solid plan.
Okay, that's why I would hate to be planning all these things and not be able to have the land available.
You would have to
Yeah, the only issue that might possibly be that, if they close on that, then that empty lot that we use for parking for that, depending on what they're doing with that.
We'd have to come up with more shuttles.
Is that where the mobile home park used
Yeah.
to be?
Mhm.
Because that's a lot of parking
That's-
right
yeah, that's-
there. Why don't we write this in on this calendar?
Well, I mean,
No, we're
we
gonna-
stuck it here and then Ashley can put that together.
Yep.
Um,
She's gonna make it a printout.
So we've got,
Ashley, you just got hired.
Got an art project to do?
our
Yes.
project, yeah. So we've got opening February, the old new capsule, meet government on that Friday, Museum Day.
Close the
History,
capsule.
okay, closed capsule, all that happens there. Business Expo, week and a half after that on the Wednesday, bowling turn on that Sunday. We could either have it on 22nd or 23rd.
Right, yeah, just depending on what they,
Dave? Saturday, Sunday.
If I was to, I would, if I was to do a bowling tournament, I would rather be on Saturday.
I would
Saturday,
too.
me too. The only thing is that I'm not sure how extensive it is, but usually Saturday are the kids' bowling day. It's the youth league has Saturdays.
I think this far in advance, if we reach out to whichever bowling alley we're gonna go with, which is probably gonna be this one right here.
Mhm.
Right.
And let them know in advance, they could probably lock in that day for us. And what we could do now, if this is the day that we're gonna select, we can reach out to them now and get their schedule.
Okay.
And then if we have to change,
Yeah.
we can change.
Yeah.
But at least we know what days we wanna do it, and then that way, we can call them up first thing tomorrow and say, hey, what's your schedule for February as far as leagues and
Right,
other
yeah.
tournaments?
That may
And
end
they'll
up
let us
with more
know.
participants too.
Yeah, they'll work around ours. They'll add to that, so.
Okay, so February looks good, right?
Yep.
yes.
All right. And then, you're skipping 2 weeks there.
One week, but it's only bowling.
Yeah, and that's not bad.
Oh, right. So then we got the, it's 3/8.
That's still a 2 weeks, that's 2 weeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
3/8, and this is 2. Alternate.
319.
3/9. Huh? That's was 19.
You're right, yeah, you're right, you're right, yep, you're right, you're right.
Okay. And then we've got golf scramble on 22nd, Taste Port Richie.
Now, what day was the community, the field day thing?
That's coming.
That's near the end.
Oh, okay. The reason I was thinking of it is if we were
Where is it?
combining with Newport Richie, then.
That was the
It
26th.
might be around
Oh,
there.
it's on March, sorry. Near the end.
Because that might be, where is it?
Oh, yeah. 3/8.
I don't know when that's the thing we're doing with Newport Richie?
Yes.
Because I don't know when their, Chasco Fiesta is. It's usually around that time in March.
Oh, good point.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you for that. Chasco Fiesta.
If they, it depends on what they've been doing. I would think they would be if they're doing this.
They also are gonna redo,
Because that might be their parade and.
March 28th.
Cody River Bike
March
Fest.
28th?
Yep.
That's our off week.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Perfect.
What
So-
about Cody
so
River
that'll
Bike
work for
Fest?
them.
Because that got re-pushed.
Re-pushed?
Pushed.
Is that usually in October?
It's,
Yeah, but they.
Because of the.
but it goes through April 5th.
Chatsco does?
Chasco.
Yeah. Watch that.
So,
But we're starting.
Saturday
but
is we're doing our car show.
We're on March 8th.
So we could
This
push
is
our
field
car
day.
show
Yeah, that's all.
one down.
So we're all right.
Well, Saturday, that last day, they're not doing anything event.
They got the, boat
No,
parade.
but our field day with them is March. is
That's
March 8th.
fine, we're
fine.
talking
I'm
about.
talking about the
Yeah.
end.
Okay.
That car show is.
All right, and they
5th.
also have, on March 30th, is a Chasco Fiesta car, truck, and bike show.
Mhm. That's the weekend before.
Yep. So, but the boat parade is 1 to 3 on April 5th.
Once we get the golf cart parade and Port Richie Got Talent. Their boat parade's what?
The boat parade is 1 to 3 on the 5th.
Will the car show be at night?
Right. During the day.
It's during the day.
During the day.
During the day?
Yeah, so that would be right at the same time.
We can start at any time.
Well, we've got 2 weeks in between that. We could just move it to the 12th. Right?
What month is that? That's
Passover
April.
begins at sundown, so April 12th.
Yeah, it shouldn't bother. Palm Sunday's the next day, but that shouldn't bother any.
But that's a Saturday we're doing it, right?
Yeah, but if we do it Saturday during the
Yeah.
day from like 12 to 4 or whatever, or wait,
And that gives us 2 weeks in between the golf scramble and Taste Port Richie to get the.
Kim, are there Passover masses on Saturdays? Do you know? Do they do Passover mass?
No,
No?
no,
You're not sure?
you do it at sundown.
You do
Start at
sundown,
sundown.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's not a mouse, it's a Seder.
Yeah, but we're nowhere near that. We're not gonna.
That's why you have to be done before Sunday.
So 3/8, so we're good there.
So if you want to make a note on the car show thing, that has to be during the day.
It is during the day.
Yeah, okay.
They would start that in the morning, walk around, then we'd have the food trucks there as well. The Port Richie Got Talent in
Would be the evening.
the evening.
Yeah.
Same, golf cart parade could
That's
kick
morning.
that off.
Yeah. Oh, but then, so people who are celebrating Passover, then wouldn't be able to attend that. Right.
We Got Talent?
In the evening, right.
How long's the mass? An hour, right?
well, I
No,
thought we were
no,
just
no, no,
having
it's a
it.
dinner.
What
I thought
time
we
they
were
do
just
that?
having it go on all
After
at the same
sundown.
time.
So 9?
No, we're in,
No, this will all wrap up way before that.
you're in
No,
March.
if you're doing the
We
Port
Got
Richie's
Talent
Got
during the
Talent
evening.
What day
at
is it?
night.
You don't want to do it during.
It's too hot.
Well, depending on how many people you,
We're talking about, wait, what month are you
There's too
in?
much going on in
April.
April.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that, yeah, it'll be,
So what happened to the 19th? Oh, that's before before Easter.
Where's Talent? They're having a stage outside.
Do you want to know
Oh.
downtown?
Well, that talent can start at noon.
March or something
Yeah.
like that?
Oh, we moved
Right.
Got Talent.
Yeah.
Or, but we were talking about just having a, stage, and then, you know, people can, and then you can have all ages, because it's during the day, and
I mean, you could do that, I mean,
That's really hot during the day though, and you've got so much going on.
you are gonna have a cover over the top of the stage?
Yeah, but it's still hot.
in April?
Yes. I agree.
So,
Do you want to do that inside?
You could switch the golf scramble and they support Richie with that.
Leave it there.
Do you want to do that inside with a full stage? I mean, I might be able to, get something for that.
I don't think we're going to get the draw that we would for the crowd if we bring it in on an inside thing.
You
We can do
always-
it either way.
You always have parents
Yeah.
who have kids who are coming with their whole family
Plus, where are you considering doing it then?
at the JCC. They have a full stage there. Although Saturday night, I think they play bingo.
Wouldn't have to be a Saturday night, maybe we could do that the Friday night before.
You could do that.
Or Sunday afternoon.
That's Palm Sunday.
Yeah,
Why don't
okay.
we put that on the Friday and let's go with that? Let's go with it.
You got talent on Friday?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that outside then?
No, JCC for
They have services
Well,
there Friday?
You've got,
Friday night, no?
Yeah. so
Can't do
no,
it Friday
Sunday.
night.
Well, it's indoor, can we do it during the day then?
you can do Richie Theater too for that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
might-
Yeah. Okay.
Friday 11th, check with them. That'd be actually better. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
downtown Newport Richie.
Plus, they have all the equipment and everything set up.
Exactly right, exactly.
Let's see
That's
if
a
we can
great
get
idea.
So this is April 11th. April 12th car show, golf cart parade, that would cover that problem.
Okay.
good on that one.
Then we got the fishing tournament, this is
Not a problem, just the conflict.
conflict. And then we've got May 10th, May 16th, May 17th.
So now what we have to do is we have to like kind of figure out like what are we gonna actually do at these events, right? I mean, I know Cheryl, you've got some really good ideas about.
Well, there was a
these
cornhole
things.
tournament that was on the field day or
That's
something.
on
Right, that's on the field day.
You write that on there.
That's on here. That's it, it says, two cities tug of war, cornhole, and,
Field, okay, cornhole tournament.
and the dunk tank. Mr. Mayor,
Yep, cornhole,
tug of war.
attorney. Tug of war. And dunk tank.
Oh, on the mutt strut, are we also doing, a cat thing too?
Cats and dogs together, I don't know.
Yeah, we had on here catwalk.
Okay, no?
No?
Leave the cats out of it. I mean, if somebody want to bring their cat to strut, that's fine. But you're asking for all sorts of trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Dogs and cats together don't make.
Yeah, okay. I'm only reading what it says on here.
Yeah, that list is the kitchen sink and the one.
Yeah, this is
list.
great, yeah.
So, lock it in? Is there anything we're missing?
That's what I'm looking for.
No, I think this allows us a spread out time frame to try and accomplish all of these. What we got, like total 13, 14 different events?
14 now.
You mean
Pretty
dates?
sure.
14?
Well, that's actually more than that, I think.
Did we separate
Well, there's
another one?
different events, but.
Oh, yeah, we
days.
separated that one, so it's 15 now.
Days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6.
four.
No, that's
That's
four.
four.
1, 2, is there someone Friday
1,
and
2.
someone Saturday?
You can count as one?
No.
No, one,
Okay,
two.
1, 2, 3.
No, that's two.
Another
2
1,
days.
2, 3, 4.
Yep.
That's what I said. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the tape. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep.
Okay.
That's
14.
doable.
That's doable.
14's a better number.
14 days.
14 days.
14 days, 14 days.
Some of them are like Saturday, Sunday, so it's, if you look at weekends, you've got,
14 days.
14 days, but some have multiple events.
so you got
Are
1,
we still
2.
keeping Cirque du Soleil as a maybe?
Oh, yeah. So that,
If
and that
we
could
were-
happen,
If we were to throw it in there, where would it go?
you know, a lot of times they'll do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, they do the whole week.
So we could,
Check it out before we.
so, and that's something, like I said, it's really just a partnership. They set it all up, so we could do that on our off weeks, whenever they,
Yeah,
Right.
and I would consider like either March, you know, sometime in March.
cooler, yeah.
Cooler, you know, especially if they're gonna set the tent out, and all that, so.
Like the
Where would
first
they
weekend
do
in
that?
March.
In the mall parking lot. Backs, we've done before. Of course, I don't, you know, they've been doing some stuff back there, so I don't, they could possibly do that walk, well, they could do,
Yeah, Walmart.
well, maybe.
Well, they could do it in the front,
Well,
can't they?
it's big enough, but then you got Walmart has to have
They're not
room for their
parked, they're
clientele,
not
so,
parking.
I mean, Waterfront Park possibly
Yeah.
could do that.
Or you could do it
Yeah, but what
just in the
security
front
do
of
you have
Gulfview.
then?
Huh?
Then you don't have security really. I mean, you could close the gate, but
Why can't you do it in the front of Gulfview, where they do the car show and all that kind of stuff?
Potentially could.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's up
Because,
to,
I mean, they got all the parking over where
by
the Ashley
Dillard's
furniture and
used to
stuff.
be, yeah.
Let's leave that, like, before setting a date for it, let's reach out to them.
let's talk, yeah, let's talk, that's what I
Oh,
was
we were
gonna
just,
do.
if it was a, if we're still leaving it as a maybe.
I'm gonna put up here,
Call for info.
reach out. And potential,
Like March, February 28th through the 2nd of March.
well, I'm just gonna say potential off weekend days. So if they wanna do it like February 21st, 22nd, 23rd or something, you know, anything, we don't have anything going on,
Yep.
filler. Those are gone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ask you what I've got here, the Cirque du Soleil event, I've got it on top February 10th, we're gonna reach out to them and see if we can slide it in some way, but the other stuff is pretty much
Got dates
set.
on it?
They're taped together, so I've got dates on one of them.
I'm gonna-
Falls off, but they're on the right days right now.
I'm gonna make printed calendars, so that way they can be included in your next agenda.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll include a list, a master list, but I'll also have agendas for you guys, so you can see a visual of them as well.
I'll go ahead and just take a picture just in case.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Do you want to?
You don't trust me, do you?
No, I do. Just in case something happens.
No trust, as I knock over my cup.
I trust you with my life.
Ooh.
Are we gonna remember which ones we wanted during the day and which ones in the evening and all that kind of stuff?
What's
We
that?
all heard that. Do you need to stand up, you want a ladder?
Not yet. You know, in case a
Right.
post-it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
lost or
Yeah.
something. Since they aren't post-its, they don't stick very well. Who's procurement here?
And do any of our parks
They use
have,
that?
do any of our parks have like lobster fest or shrimp fest or anything like that?
We don't have procurement, that's a
What?
problem.
Do any of our parks do like the lobster fest or shrimp fest or
I
any
guess
of
that would be me.
that?
Finance
Any of our
director,
parks have, like,
AKA.
shrimp fest or
Procurement.
shrimp fest
Yep.
that's up in the springtime? Any of our parks, do they already have scheduled any like shrimp fest or lobster fest or anything like that?
That's not.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen that here.
Well, I know they're around the area, just wanna make sure we
Yeah.
don't have anything already scheduled.
I think the parks, waterfront with, Light of the World, they schedule stuff in advance. Normally the Easter, I come in the backpack giveaway.
The bed race, we didn't have listed on here, is that?
That's
The
just part
bed
of field
races
days.
with the field day.
Put that on here.
Oh, and do you have the, On the Taste of Port Richey, do you have the pub crawl and
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's-
stroll?
yeah.
No, is that on the note?
What's
It was combined with the wine stroll or
The
whatever.
park.
Taste of Port Richey.
The Taste of Port Richey.
Pub Crawl Wine Stroll, yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you have that, all right, and then fishing, bowling, all right, the bed race you have
Got
the on
that.
the open history.
Parade, food truck night.
Golf cart parade is, I was on the beginning.
We have to check with Newport Richey as far as if they can do the field days.
Right.
Cats got knocked off.
Next, so they've got
Brunch
a,
is
something
out.
at 6, I could probably clamp that seat. What day was it? Field day on the 8th of March. Children's events.
Oh, on the children's events, you have the rock painting
Children's event is combined
and
with
the rock, and the rock hunt.
with the, field.
Field days.
Yeah,
field day.
but I'm saying, do you have the?
You sure? I thought it was something down here towards the, yeah, children's event is on the,
Different day.
Let's try.
Centennial.
so rock hunt event's on here.
Yeah, and rock painting,
Well, the-
look at number 20,
Well, we'll do a lot of
yeah.
different
other
children's
stuff.
things.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
kind of summarized it on the sticky note.
Yeah.
I figured you guys would elaborate on those as we move forward.
Well, now that we have the dates locked in, we can actually plan what
Yeah.
we're exactly doing for each one of these.
Exactly right.
Did the board vote on the logo?
The board did vote on the logo. Did we get any feedback from Nancy as far as the legality of using the logo?
Oh, not yet, I haven't heard.
All right, I can reach out to her and ask. So
Just because Still Home was in the picture.
they,
Might need a release or something.
they voted for the still home with the.
I think she said go ahead and just get a release to be safe.
I know Bob said that it was, he heard from the person.
Yeah,
who
so
worked
just
with her.
sign a
And
release.
I kind of figured there was no like numerical address or anything on there, and it's.
Yeah.
What was the
you know,
issue?
it's
Is it
still-
standing
What was the issue?
The still
Oh,
pose
I'm
in the
sure it's
image.
there. That one I don't know.
Wanted to make sure
I know
that
one of
I
them.
haven't been
Somebody's
up
home?
there.
Somebody owns the still pony, yes.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta make sure they're okay with it being in the logo.
And is it
Even
still
though
there?
even though it's like a generic house?
It's better safe than sorry
I
type
agree
thing.
with you, yeah, it
Somebody
doesn't
owns
have a
it, though.
number or.
Yeah, usually it's not an issue if there's like no number or anything like
Right.
that, but she feels that it's just best to just have it, since we're putting it on everything. So,
Okay.
I'll follow up with her. I
Is it the one that had like the stars and stripes? Because that is a specific.
Oh, here's the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I thought,
Yeah.
yeah. So that is a specific. general- Like there's one that had like a shadow of a still house, so that would not matter at all, but the one that's very
I don't think
specific.
the stars and stripes are in the image.
Yeah.
This one?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the other.
No, other one,
With the
Actually,
dolphin and
the blue one, that one there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we gotta get a release sign from that manatee and that dolphin as well.
Gotta go ask.
Those dolphins, manatee?
No, I don't know specifically.
It's probably the manatee that they saved.
Does the house have a flag on it?
Yeah, it's the actual house.
Oh, so that's what.
That's a
picture of
That's
it.
why,
Yes,
yes.
specific still house.
Okay, so even though it doesn't have an address, it's a specific
It's a
house?
specific one because it's got that on.
Yeah, okay.
That's the epitome of Port Richey though.
Anything?
Stilt houses.
So this is good?
Yep.
I think we went through it. We
Yes.
added some stuff that wasn't on here.
Is it on the stickies?
Yes.
You said it, I think you said it was, I'm not sure what.
Yes.
Well, everything, there was like 3 extras that weren't included in that original. They were all on stickies.
Yeah, golf scramble, I think was one of them, wasn't it? No, that was on here.
Whatever you
That's on
guys have put,
Yeah, they're all on there.
No, they're all, I.
Well, no, what she said, there was, when we went through this list, we
It was
added a
like
couple
chili
things.
cook-off. There was 3. Chili.
It was a taste of Port Richey with the sip and stroll, pub crawl, mixology night,
That's on
barbecue
there.
cook-off, so all that is written
Yeah.
on the stickies, yes.
Yeah, because the other one had a little extra in there. It's like
Yeah,
3
we made
extra.
sure we added all the extras to the
Yep.
bottom of the sticky, yes.
All right, so that's set. Any other discussion on anything else?
No, 'cause well, the other thing I was gonna bring
Yeah,
up about the
promise
logo,
three
you
of them.
brought it up, so we're good on that.
I'll figure it out.
Sponsor packet, is that?
Well, that coincides with the logo, so let me reach out to her and see what she needs. If there's a generic release or something. I don't have the gentleman who owns, I don't have his information. Do we know who he is specifically?
Greg Lake and, it's Lake, Greg and his brother, I forget his brother's name.
Okay.
Um,
So reach out to them and just get this locked in.
Yeah.
So it's just a formality, just needs to be,
Done.
I know.
Do we, sorry to interrupt you, but do we need a backup in case they say no?
They've fully
They've already said, they verbally said yes.
Oh.
We just gotta get them signed.
Okay, all right.
So they've already verbally said, sure, no problem. So-
I mean, you think about it, why wouldn't you want it?
Right. Oh, hey, I agree, but I'm,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
just,
But,
trying
right.
to
But yeah,
look at all sides.
they're aware, I believe, is that sign, so.
If that does happen, we'll just fall back to the next,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
to the next
So-
two that were in the runners up.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
All right.
which,
Or just change the still house in the
yeah, just change the still house.
Photoshop, new still house.
Or just make it a shadow.
Right.
And part of the sponsor packet is gonna be, this master list of all of these.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
you can sponsor the whole entire thing, you can sponsor one event, or 2 events, or 5 events, or.
Once she has the draft and we're all good with that draft, then
Yep.
that will go
Done.
on to the sponsor packet and
Right.
that goes out.
Yep.
So,
So we are
I'm actually
set.
gonna reach out and see if I can get Ryan and them to sponsor that golf scramble, just because they've done it before. So I'll reach out to him and see if he's willing to do that.
So next week, do we want to start coordinating?
Yeah, let's do it.
Who's heading up different events?
Or what we're doing at each event too.
Yeah, we'll have to, so next agenda
Maybe
items,
the
obviously, we'll
coordinators,
review
the
what we've
smaller
got,
things
then,
will-
that'll go to
groups
council.
Will be
I
more
guess.
definitive
Yeah.
on that.
To just let them opine on it. And then, we'll need to, what was you saying?
Well, like, I know we were talking about getting
Oh, the
volunteers. and
subcommittees or
yeah,
whatever
the
to-
subcommittees to,
I think
we need to
we're-
start divvying up them so they can start actually doing the legwork on all this stuff.
To get this
Yeah, we could
organized.
maybe put out, because you were gonna put something out on the, something you were talking about, what was it?
Sponsor.
Not sponsor, it was, you're gonna put something out to, what was it for? I don't remember what you said, some kind of, to the community to get some feedback on something. At the very beginning of the
Oh,
meeting.
for the capsule.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Cap stuff.
Yes.
So in that same thing, maybe solicit people, here's some events, anybody interested in volunteering for these
Yeah.
special
Yes.
events or whatever, since we've got them locked in now.
that won't be a problem. Well, now that we have these and we can present them to council approves it, now we can just
We
start
also gotta start
sponsoring, we can
locking
start-
in
start,
the
you know,
locations of the events.
Right.
So then we can start looking at accessibility and that kind of stuff.
Well, Vesh was was like the mayor's ball,
Yes.
so we can lock that date in with them.
And the business expo.
Business Expo, that was Vesh too, right?
Yes.
I really think we need to consider moving that to another day than the cancer call, and the only reason why I'm saying
Was it
that.
also in 3-9?
Okay, just because of city resources, not
Mhm.
enhancing Carrie's event, but the fact that you're gonna have police and fire that are already there, and they're limited staff.
Sure. No, like I said, if it doesn't work out, 3-9, let them talk it out or whatever. Right.
I haven't been.
But I don't
to that
disagree. I
event,
mean,
they
that's
have
just-
their own-
Yeah, I'm just thinking city resources,
Yeah.
not to take away from either event, but I'm just thinking city resources for both. It's just gonna be too much to have it for all that on one day.
well, and like, this is why we need council approval on it anyway. They may consider either changing dates or recommend dates or, the amount of events that we have, because then we gotta, obviously we gotta talk about the financial side of it. So, we got
money, always.
we gotta see, we also gotta see what we pull in from sponsors.
Well, and which
And
events
lot.
are funded,
Funded by themselves.
and which one by themselves, and which
Right.
ones we have to
So,
fund.
Right.
exactly, so.
Do you guys want to wait on suggesting subcommittees until after council approves
Yes,
that
of
final
course.
list?
Yes.
I
So,
wonder if the Bait Depot would be
So
interested in
we- I mean,
sponsoring
I
the
don't-
fishing thing.
I don't think we have much time now, because you wanted to make the 6 o'clock meeting, right?
well, I mean, I could, but I can always do another day too.
Because, we could look at these right now and determine what's gonna be, what is independently funded and what's not. That's very simple.
Yes, right.
Well, so timing wise, obviously, we've got it now. Our next meeting would be,
Sorry.
what's today?
November, right? Ashley, the first week of November?
Yeah.
No, it's the second
Second week?
Tuesday.
Isn't council the
Uh-uh.
second?
No,
Tuesday?
I'm sorry.
No, it's always the first and third.
First and third.
First and third, you're right. Sorry, there's so many meetings.
You're good. So it'd be the 5th of November?
The 5th, yes, is the next
So
meeting.
that gives y'all 3 weeks to maybe pull together.
So on the 5th, if we
Whether
do
they
this,
approve
then
it
we
or
could
not.
have this to council on the 12th.
Yes.
Oh, no, why don't we have it?
No, why don't we have
before?
it
We need to
now?
have it before,
So that we can get,
so we can get it going.
She already has.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to
No,
do it.
it's not gonna happen for the 22nd.
And we got a lot going on.
There's no way I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
the agendas are.
That's no.
Well, we gotta, once she puts us all together, we need to dot our i's, cross our t's, and then say this is it,
okay.
in the
Yep.
right format. And that goes to council, so that would go with council on 12th.
All right.
And that's 12th November. I think we're still in good shape.
So what do we want to do on the 5th then?
I think what we should do is, on the 5th, is determine what, funding, what could be self-generating, what needs to be, city resources, what needs.
And
to be-
that would be good to have in that council packet.
That they're gonna ask, okay, you got all these events.
Here's events, here's what we
who's doing
think.
For what, so,
Okay.
Mm.
To the penny,
Right.
so.
no, he's, yeah,
He's
there's,
very
that's
good
gonna be
with
number
that,
one
yeah.
concern, is, this all looks great, but where's it coming from? So, but if we tell them.
That's what I'm asking, if we're gonna meet, then we should know what we're gonna
And
be
if,
talking about.
and if we tell council, like, the bowling tournament is a self-funded thing, they're like, okay, and then if we tell them, well, Museum Day is gonna be held here at City Hall, it's gonna be minimal amount, we figure it's gonna be, maybe, maybe $1,000 to have just, stuff set up, refreshments and things like that, all depending what we wanna do for that, And so I think we can spend the 5th breaking all that down on each day.
On each day,
on
figure
each
out what
day,
it is.
and
Okay,
then,
sounds good.
at least come up with a really close estimate of what it may be, so.
Okay. Do we think we should maybe have like Daryl and Chief and maybe at that meeting so they can tell us how much manpower would be needed for some of the events?
Well, between now and then, Ashley and I can,
I was gonna say, if you guys could get together with maybe you, Adam, too,
Yeah.
and kind of
Mm-hmm.
preview what we've got here and try to make some
and
notes
figure,
about that.
and figure out which events we're actually gonna need people at, and let them know, because, the business expo, you're not gonna need anyone. You're not gonna need anyone
Not at the
here.
bowling
At the
tournament
bowling
either.
tournament, or the city hall thing. So, until we start getting into outside events, the golf scramble is self-contained on its own.
The field day, you need lots of.
The field day, you're gonna need EMS, things like that.
Well, and like I said, Newport Richie is gonna be a part of that too, they can probably help out with resources.
Correct.
So,
But on the opening day for City Hall, yes, I mean, you still want to have the fire chief and the police chief.
yeah, which they'll be,
Also.
they'll be
Yeah.
there as ceremonial and.
Right.
And probably
Exactly.
have a few officers here, so. Yep. I'm sure a lot of city staff will probably be attending that because it will be here anyway, so.
Right. Okay.
So, motion to adjourn?
Well, wait, hold on a second.
Oh, no.
And that's gonna be, still at 4, yes? Oh,
Yes.
So, is there anything else other than
Kinda
this?
cute, no, you guys.
All right, so then we got what we need for the next meeting.
Motion to adjourn. I'll second.
Most second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Being adjourned.